and welcome to another video. So in today's video it's probably going to be pretty short, but it is going to be a factual video. So I've got my birds with me. There's Autumn right here, the browny grey one, and then the white one's called Blossom, and you'll just be able to see them in the background throughout the video because I thought it would be like a bit interesting and stuff. And normally, I know we're on the floor now, normally they don't go on the floor because of it being drafty and stuff. They're in the front room, which is warmer. I'm in the kitchen right now, and they are on a table probably about this high, so it's like they're higher up. They're not untamed, they're quite skittish, especially the grey one because we haven't had him for that long. I'm going to go through what it costs to own these birds. So I own two, not one. I think that birds should only be kept in at least pairs, or obviously if it's a parrot or something like bigger birds it's fine, or if it's aggressive, or if it's sick and it needs quarantine. But if it's a normal happy healthy bird, it should be kept in pairs or groups. And yes, they're in this cage, but we are saving up to get a bigger one. So that's the first cost. Definitely like the cage. This one was about £70, and it's not that big, but it's not that small either. I'll try and find like a measuring tape and measure it upwards and then across and then that way, so that you guys can kind of tell the size. And we're saving for one hopefully twice the size of that. And then we have birdseed. So in here, I'll take the lid off. We have this cool looking birdseed, and there's a mixture of different ones in here. We'll try and get one of each. Okay, so here is the feed. And there's quite a few different things in there. Honestly, I'm not sure on the names of it, but we have maybe like some dried things here, and then 1, 2, 3, maybe about 4 or 5 different types of seed. So yeah, that's what a healthy meal for a bird is. Really colourful, loads of colours in there and stuff. So a lot of the time there's on the packaging it says for canaries or for zebra finches or for parrots or whatever bird you have, so it's pretty easy to figure out which one you've got to give them. This is canary food, these are finches, but we give them the finch food, and the canary food is just a little bit cheaper for some reason. It's the same size bag, but it just seems to be a little bit cheaper, and it has a lot more colours, a lot more different seed colours in it. The finch food that we get, I think it has just 1 or 2 different seeds in it, and it just doesn't look very colourful and tasteful for them, so that's what we give them. And then you're also going to need, definitely going to need some sand. So this is our sand. Again, I'll take the lid off so you can see. This is our sand, and inside it there is some like oyster shells and things like that, just for the extra protein and to wear their teeth down. And if you guys don't know what it is, then I'll insert a picture here maybe, but it has little shards of cuttlefish in it, which helps them sharpen their beaks again, so they can go down on the bottom, because we put a quite a hefty layer on along the bottom just so that they can get to it. But if you don't want to do the sand, the bag of food costs about £1.70 for the canaries, but the budgie one's about £1.90 or £2.10 or something like that. The sand is about $2.50 again, and you can buy it in bulk in different places. A bag lasts us maybe about a month or so, just a little bit under a month. We change them out twice a week, sometimes 3, depending on how messy they are. And they don't really make that much mess in their actual cage. The most mess is when they throw feathers and food out of their cage. It goes out of the cage onto the floor. So that is one thing to keep in mind with birds, is that they really are a little bit messy. So be careful if you're renting out a house. They might leave some poo stains or something. But instead of getting the loose sand, you can get this, and it's sand sheets. You could also use puppy pads and put a little bit of sand on top if you want to protect the base of your cage, but you can replace the base. So it normally says the size of what cage it fits in, and yeah, it's basically just sandpaper. That's what it says here. Some are quite rough, some are nice and soft, so you kind of have to be careful that you don't pick a really rough one. The birds are never this flappy, ever. They're honestly never this flappy. Anyway, so the next thing you need to get is millet sprays, or any sprays of forage. So we have these sprays, and it says it's a red foxtail millet. So, and it's this one right here. I know the lighting's really not that good for you. But anyway, there it is. And it says it's safe for a whole handful of birds. This is actually a new packet. But we use this quite often, and we use different sprays. Definitely research what sprays are healthy for your breed of birds, or your birds if they have special needs birds or anything like that. Yeah, so they're all the main essentials that you really need, and obviously you need money saved up for vet bills. And make sure if you do buy 2 birds or more that you do have a spare cage or something to put one in, just in case they do start fighting and arguing, because that's quite common with birds. And then the stuff that sort of isn't essential is you could buy these. We hang this on the inside of the cage. I'll show you on the outside, just like that. And it we put forage in there, and we can put a different type of seeds that they've never tried before, just so we don't mix it with their normal seeds. You guys can see that there's water here, but you can't see that there's another 2 boxes of seeds. That's their food, and we fill them up every day. We make sure that it's full, so if it's slightly empty, we put more in. With most birds, they kind of just eat when they're hungry, and in the wild they will be eating pretty much all day. So yeah, and then we also have nest boxes. So this is the nest box, and honestly it's not that expensive. That was about 50 pence, and this was about £1.20. And you can put nesting material inside it. So they've used this a bit and got a bit of bird poo on it, which is great, but you can't really clean it that well because it's wood. Anyway, yeah, nesting material is really not that expensive. It's quite cheap. You can buy it in bulk, and say you can get lots and lots for £10. Or with this, we actually did buy a little circle that fit in there perfectly, and it was nesting material, and it came with this, but it was about, you can buy extras or refills for about 20 pence. So honestly, it's not expensive at all, and it's just that nice little extra bit of enrichment for your birds. And then you can also buy this. Now this is a bird bath, if you haven't seen it before. My birds don't really use it because their feed and water boxes are so big they can actually fit in it anyway. So they don't use this when we've put it in there. We've put it in the bottom, or we've hung it up like it's supposed to be, and they don't use it. But it was about £4 or £5 to buy this. So yes, it is a waste of money, but your birds might like it. If you want to test it out, if they like baths, before you go out and buy a special nice looking one, then just use whatever lunchbox you have in your house. Honestly, as long as it's big enough for both of them to fit in at once, you can just put it in the bottom, because that's what we did first, and they didn't like it. And then we thought, me and my mum thought, what if we go out and buy them a real bird bath, and they don't like that either. So I don't think it's the fact that it was a lunchbox, it's just the fact that they don't like it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. I know it's a short one, but there's hopefully some exciting ones coming soon. And don't forget to like if you did enjoy, subscribe for more, turn on post notifications so you know when I upload. Comment down below any other questions you have on the birds, whether it's specifically personally to my birds or whether it's about any bird. I haven't owned birds that long. I've probably owned him about 1.5 years, 2 years almost, because the white one, we had a mate for him. It was a white female, but she got egg bound and sadly passed on not that long ago. Actually, I think it was about two or 3 weeks ago. And then we bought him the brownie grey one, which is also a male, because we didn't want to have another female egg bound. And if you guys don't know what that is, then I go more in depth into that video on my channel. The video basically says what actually happened to her properly and a few facts about her. It's not that long, so definitely go check that out. And then I also have another video on my channel of Autumn, the new bird coming. So if you haven't watched that, go ahead and watch it. It's really fun. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.